Mm. How is everybody doing? I pulled up a beautiful piece of aquamarine from yesterday. I really loved the message of yesterday with the oracle card. I'm just stepping away from the retreat that I'm in, the Circuitry of Love, with my teacher at Padmanjali Yoga. She's a Lama Padma to my Bodhisattva. Just bring yourself to where you're sitting. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe to where you are sitting. And with an open mouth, exhale. That beautiful release is also a form of stability. It kind of takes that tension, that clenchedness, that contrast, that contraction. And your voice and your sound is like your own personal tuning fork. Your body will make the sound if you allow it, if you give it permission to allow that release with sound. Sometimes it might be loud. It might startle somebody. Prepare them. I'm going to sigh. And just allow it to go all the way to the end. And clear your vessel of that stale CO2. Gently, very gently. Let's bring ourselves in our preparation to ground, center, and align. It's important to do that. We take the body into safety. And then once the body is in a safe container and starts to learn this point of safety, its cue to start its day, to start your day with together. You know, you're a team. And look at it like a team. Your inner child is in there. You have these 70 trillion cells. You've got a subconscious system. You've got a conscious system. You've got a fight, flight, freeze nervous system. You've got a parasympathetic, calm, rest and digest nervous system. Think of all these things that you have to work with and to lean into the strengths of all these every time you move forward to start a day, and make a resolve of how you want that day to show up. And that's why it's such a great way to start meditation, to start your day. Not only are you hopefully stepping out of bed with hardly anything going on in here, but you can train your brain to what is important today, what you want to pay attention to, where you want to create greater awareness. Otherwise, the brain's just going to go off and do its own thing. It's going to think it's unsafe because it's always going to be checking for survival and checking for safety. It's going to be untrusting. It's going to be, the ego is going to step in, the subconscious, your previous lifetimes, everything in this lifetime is going to start to flow through, calculating are you safe? Are you safe? Are you safe? That's mine, that's mine, that's mine. I want. Desire, grasp, jealous, angry. Or choose happy, bliss. Aware. Watch. Observe. Shift, change. That's not true. This is true. Step into the truth of who you are. Oh, I just gave myself goosebumps, truth bumps. Step into the truth of who you are. Let's take that into meditation today. We talked a little bit about stories and what's on the other side of that story. What's on the other side of that grasping? What does that look like? What do you look like on that other side? What do you look like on the other side of being a non-smoker, or not doing drugs, or not drinking alcohol, or not eating meat, or not being jealous, or not being angry, or not being resentful, or not being worried, or not being in fear? of all those things, many, many more. You are the boss. You pick which one. Just one for today. Who are you on the other side of that? What are you on the other side? Who do you want to be? Who am I? And why am I here on the other side of that? And just be that. I am that. So I am that. You get to pick. You're the boss. You're the boss. There's some people that can quit smoking just like that, quit drinking just like that, quit taking drugs just like that. You can be just like that. Give it a try. Give it permission to be true for you. And you can just say, oh, wow, what a great day that was. I'm going to create that great day the next day. So thank you for being here. This is what meditation is about. It's about mastery of yourself, but you got to want to do it. And sometimes you're going to get kicked out. You're going to get bumped back, just like that thought form that comes in. But be the witness. Observe yourself. Insert that magic chuckle when things don't just go the way that they're supposed to go, instead of going, oh my gosh, I'm such a disaster. Why am I alive? I can't do that. Yeah. Or do what works for you. Just have, reduce. What's the reduce, reuse, recycle? Bring in the 3 R's. How can you reduce something that you want to change? How can you not buy into that, but reuse that same mantra that you used yesterday? Because that's part of the process. 10 years with the same mantra. Or create a new one like we did yesterday when I introduced, I love you, I love you, I love you. Trust. You can get to the point where you trust what comes up and then say, wow, I kind of like this new mantra that I learned in Deepak's 21-day meditation challenges that he does, which are delicious. They are so good. Okay, bring yourself to your seat. Bring your breath to your seat. And turn on your sensories. And your sensories are your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your knowingness, your tactileness. We're going to take a journey down to the central core of the earth. And we're going to meet that Mother Earth energy and experience her energy and ask and have permission and give consent to receive her energy. Her energy is about 5 to 25 hertz, 7 to 25 hertz. It's the safety and the security. It's the resonance that really works with this harmony, our harmonic resonance of our body and that of many other sentient beings. It's important for us to use our intellect to connect with that, especially with all the 5G that's coming in. It's even more important now. And you know that you have a choice with 5G as well, right? You know that. 5G is not good for long distances. It's maybe good for uploading a video or something that may be needed. But even for just regular videos like uploading a YouTube or Instagram, it's not necessary to use 5G. When you have a provider, they'll give you the choice of either or, and you can toggle between the two. Remember that. You're taking care of this vessel. That's the antenna. That live feed is the antenna. It's not just coming to the computer or your phone. It's coming to this vessel too. Watch what live feeds you are making. We're making a live feed down into Mother Earth. We're taking that central line. We're making a live feed to God, Creator, Source, Energy. We're creating this vertical alignment that we can walk with, this resonance. These two energies are what really work for the harmonic resonance of our body. So let's send that feed down to the central core of the earth. Often, I invite you to just have the imagination to create that fine line, or that etheric feet, or those tree roots that go down to the central core of the earth. We go piercing through the earth's crust. Sense the rock and the slate and the sand. And the reason why we bring in the sensory is we stay in the present. It keeps the mind from going somewhere else. So we turn on the sensory organs full blast so we can sense all this, so we know we're present. We come back into the molten, that warm liquid. Feel your feet going through there, the tree roots. Do you go faster? Do you feel the warmth? I'm getting that mineral taste in my mouth again. It's so interesting. Down to the central core of the earth, that bright, shiny object. Wrap your etheric feet around that central crystalline core of the earth, or your tree roots. Wrap those around and come back up the same way you went down. Back up, up, up with this beautiful Mother Earth red energy. The frequency. Bring it up to both your feet. Fill your feet with this energy and up into your ankles. Jiggy it up the calves to your knees, to your thighs. Allow it to bathe into your joints of the hips and the pelvis region. Breathe down to your abdomen as you meet that energy there, and breathe it in on the inhalation. Up through, filling all the cavities of your body, up into your chest and your heart and over your shoulders. Allow it to wash over your shoulders, down your arms and your elbows and your lower arms and wrists, hands and fingertips. See what you sense. Do you feel like a density in your arms and your hands? Now breathe it up on the inhalation, up into your throat, over your face, filling your whole head. Front, back, sides, and allow it to come up the top of your head, the Sahasrara, and just allow it to waterfall down the outside of your body, covering the first layer of your biofield and touching the second layer of your biofield. That's your energy body that expands out through this enclosed vessel, this enclosed body. We also have an energetic body. Sometimes you might even feel it and not even realize that you're feeling that of somebody else, or you'll notice it. You'll say, oh, that person looks a little weak or frail. That's also their energy body that you may be noticing. You may be experiencing their energy body. Or you could say, oh, wow, that person just looks like they're luminant, they're glowing. That is their energy body. That is your energy body. That youthful glow, that attraction. I want to know who that person is. I want to know more about them. Or you'll be like, I want to help them. It's because their energy body may be more contracted. So let's allow that energy body that you've just created in this safety, in this beautiful hertz of Mother Earth energy. Now we're just going to bring that line and we're going to bring it up. What we're going to do is we're going to center. So we're going to center into our heart. And you just might want to teeter-totter a little bit back and forth. Feeling this still point. The body may or may not come into a still point. There's no right or wrong here. What we're going for is just that still point. And if not, just intuitively find that balance, like that compass or that, you know what I mean, that balance. I'm trying to think of the name. It's not coming to me right now. And take that fine line through the center core of the earth now, through the center body, up through the spine, and take it out. Now we're going to align. We're going to align with Creator, God, Source, Energy, Divine Consciousness, Higher Self, guides, angels, archangels, the place of many names. We're going to send our antenna up and set our intention to create this superhighway to divine consciousness, super consciousness energy through the solar system, through the Milky Way into the cosmos. And just get a sense of when you land there, when you get there. Create this vertical connection, this connectivity coming down, permission to receive, permission to heal, and with both these energies. Open up, receive the golden white light energy, that divine illuminescent energy, that sparkle, that effervescence as it comes in. Allow it to fully fill your whole head. Allow it to bathe over your eyes and see if it gets brighter. Allow it to touch every cell in your body and every space in between each cell. And then bring it into the neck, so everything that you speak is with love, with that divine consciousness, that higher self being of you. Breathe it into and down into over your shoulders, and cascade it down your arms, into your hands, your fingers. So everything that you touch today is with that divine consciousness. Breathe it in now into your chest, and allow your chest to expand, and allow your heart to open with that expansion. You might want to roll your shoulders back. Yourself a nice little stretch with your hands behind your back. Gently coming back to that aligning as you breathe in, breathe that gold and white light energy into the torso. Wash it over the hips, down your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your full feet. Inhale and take a nice settling exhale with an open mouth. What do you notice with this energy that you've brought in? Breathing these two energies together, allowing that mix of these two energies. Great place to journal if you just wanted to journal. If you could just fit in anything today, it's a great place to do this grounding, setting, and aligning. It's like a meditation in itself. And then you can pull a card if you want for jumping off point for your day or for your journal, and you can go straight into journaling. Or if the day permits, like it does today, allow that meditation to happen. Take it to that next level that offers you that greater connectivity. This is where we're going to connect into now. So take a minute to have a sip of water if you're feeling thirsty. Grab a blanket, get settled in your seat where you wish to sit so that you're comfortable. Set yourself up for success and set yourself up for your own devotion. This is such a grand time to create a devotion. I have essential oils here that I'm working with today. I'm working with frankincense, which is very mystical oil. It's just so And I'm also working with a sweet oil. A sweet oil is to nurture yourself, and I'm using this as my nurturing, almost like my blanket while I'm in retreat today. And I'm using jasmine. So I've got some sweet with some mystic. The frankincense is an ancient scent. And so is jasmine. They're plants, right? And this is a cactus. It's sort of a cactus. It's a tree, actually, that grows in really extreme conditions. And it's usually small because it's in the desert. And blending these two with with the work and the edges that I'm doing today. And that's the beauty of meditation. It might take you to that restless place, that edge, What's on the other side of that edge? Who do you want to be on the other side of that edge? Ask for help while you're in this meditation from those that love you unconditionally. Help me get to the other side of this. Make it a resolve. State what it is. Name it. It's important to name it. Then you're not lying to yourself. You're not living into this story saying, this is my identity. It's not your identity. That's a lie. That's the way I put it for myself. I want to let go of that story. That's not who I am anymore. That's not who I want to carry. I don't want to carry that burden anymore. I want to surrender it. I want to deconstruct it. I want to break down that wall. And better yet, I want that just to happen now, right now. And when we go into that void, meditation is that gap, that space in between. And what happens when we create space is the universe wants to fill it. It's just a universal law. It wants to fill it. So we get filled with a gift. And that gift, in my humble opinion, is love. It's divine. It's a divine gift. That's why we come into that stillness. This stillness is for that divinity, for that message, for that inner intelligence, for that inner healing, for that innate healing. When we come out of meditation, that's why we journal, because we go into that inspiration, that planning, that aspiration. It builds this passion in you. And then you go into this planning. And with this passion, and then we plan, we step into action. And from that action, guess what? We've worked with the divine message. We've gone into the gift of that, and loving that gift and creating our own passion with inside that, creating that action. But this message is from the line that you have just created with your higher self, with this divine consciousness, and you asked and given consent to receive this love, this message, this gift. And then you are living in your higher purpose. Yeah. Bliss be me. Integrative Holistic Health, Deborah O'Neill. This is why I'm here. I'm here to share because I care. And it is so delicious. So delicious. Join us in our monthly membership. The link is in the bio in Instagram and in the description in YouTube. And like and share this stuff. This stuff should be viral. This stuff is what life is, I believe. And I'm so glad that you're here sharing it with me, either live or on the replay. Connect. Tons of ways to connect with us. All right. Get my mala. We're going to do 5 rounds. And we're going to pull a card for inspiration at the end. I've got a new deck out for us to check out. And I am going to work with moldavite today. It's a very expensive crystal, but I'm going to work with it because I'm in retreat and I want to connect with the other realms today, with the other intelligences as I work my edges today. I'm working some tough stuff. I'm working with betrayal. I'm working with jealousy. I'm working with a lot of different things today. The five Buddha families that are my teacher Lama Padma. We're working through the 5 Buddha families and the Vayus, Vayus. So it's a great day. It's a great day in the neighborhood. So I'm going to work with the moldavite because it works with the higher realms, and it is beautiful. It's transparent. This was, I think, $100. So it was one day when I was giving myself the gift of a crystal, and I chose this one. And I liked it because it was flat, and I also liked it because it reminded me of sort of a figure of a person or a figure of a bird. Had some sort of figure that could alchemize whatever it is that I'm working with. All right, let's get started. Find your seat within your body, your third eye or your heart. I'm going to do 5 rounds. I'll let you know when we complete each round of 108 beats. Engage your breath into your lower abdomen. And if you'd like to work with the mantra I am, that is the inhale on so, and exhale on hum. Inhale so, exhale hum. Let's begin. The objective is to have a smooth breath. No pause in between, no jerks, no noise, and no judgment. As the thoughts come up, just put them in the cloud. Or you can put them in a bubble and allow them to float up into the ethers. Or if you find you're just getting rattled with thoughts, just put them on a plane or a train and let them go away. Release them. If it's important, they'll still be there at the end of meditation. That's one. Thank you, Guru, thank you. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. Just creating that state of flow. That's 2. That's 3. Thank you, Guru, thank you. You might want to check in with the body, see if you're leaning forward. So the body is starting to prepare to get up. That restlessness. Come back into your center. Engage your breath into your lower abdomen, deep diaphragmatic breath. Engage with your mantra. And you might even get to the point where you disengage with the mantra and it's just like a stream in the background, a flow. Not only the breath remains, and you may get to the point where the breath is just a flow. The mantra is just a flow. And that's 4. Connecting with your breath again. Coming back to the mantra. You want to come in and take a seat in your heart. In gratitude for being here now. See what you notice. That's 5. The 5th one, I just love going through and doing Bliss Be Me. Allowing myself to experience that frequency of bliss. Strengthening the template of Bliss Be Me where we do the work. Curl your lips up a little bit. Bliss be me, bliss be me, bliss be me, bliss be me. Or stay in your so hum. Or I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And that completes our meditation portion for today. You're welcome to stay in meditation. Don't come out by my behalf. I'm simply going to pull a card for our inspiration for our day. You can sit in meditation while we do that quite easily. Going to use these cards today. They're the universal law cards, since we were talking a little bit about the universal law, and they are beautiful fractal cards. They're just gorgeous cards. Purpose was the top one. So we'll give them a shuffle to see what the inspiration is for us today. How is the meditation for you today? Thank you so much for being here. I think, oops, let's do that again. These cards are by Lara Solara, Dana De Ponte, Marlene Chapman. Collaborative. I love doing collaborative stuff. I love the sense of team and synergy of more than one. I also love the collaboration with other intelligence sources. Oh, I just got a big ringing in my ear when I said that. Thank you. Oh, what a beautiful card. Harmony. That's like my logo. That's a Fibonacci spiral of life. Oops, just knocked over my oils. Harmony. Card number 11. I love numerology too. There's so much that I love. I'm a master number 11. So this is just lining right up for all of us, not just me. Okay, the law of harmony. I'm going to use my light. Also known as the law of correspondence, states that all experience is part of one great whole that works together in a coherent, orderly, harmonious manner. There is a correspondence and harmony between all three aspects of infinite. Spirit, mind, and body are one and interrelated. Yes, they are. And one consciousness. No matter how far you look out into the day, or into the sky, pardon me, or how closely you examine subatomic particles on Earth, you will see that all life acts as one perfectly orchestrated system. The fact that all life is one and is interconnected is crucial to our harmonious interrelational of all life. When you recognize your inherent oneness with the power that keeps all things working together perfectly, you realize that you are not separate. You are not an isolated being who must work things out on your own. Given that life moves along in one grand design without your having to hold the stars in the sky or maintain the planet in its orbit, doesn't it make sense to surrender to that which keeps everything moving in such divine perfection? You create harmony within by ensuring that your thoughts, feelings, and actions all align with the same intention. If, for instance, you desire prosperity, but you constantly think in terms of lack or want, your desire cannot manifest. Your thoughts, your feelings, and actions must harmonize and correspond before you can successfully create that desire. How to harmonize with this law? You can apply this law by looking for harmony in nature. Look up at the starlit sky, for example, and contemplate the genius of the universe's design. Isn't it amazing how the planets, stars, moon, and sun all work together in one grand design? That was a bit of a long one, but thank you for staying with me on it. Harmony. So if you are feeling a sense of lack or you want abundance, in order to have abundance, you need to be abundant. So let it show up, whatever that looks like. If you're having lunch outside by yourself, feed the ant on the ground, toss the bird a little bit of food. Don't eat by yourself. Feel the abundance in the food and the abundance of sources and resources that it took to create that food. Share the food with somebody. Share. I often, go past somebody that may need a little helping hand. May offer them $1 or in Canada, a loonie or a toonie. And my friends often would say, why? Why? You think you're going to make a difference in that person's life? And I'm like, yep, I do. I have a favorite area that I cross, and there's usually somebody at that red light that wants money, and they weren't there a particular day. I tossed a loonie or a toonie out there so that when they show up on their spot, they're going to go, wow, what a great day. I have money and I just showed up and I didn't even do anything for it, to create abundance for them too. So there you go. Create abundance in your day, or whatever it is that you want to create a harmonic resonance with, and see how to create that by being that. I love you. Make it a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm off to my retreat until 4 o'clock tonight, 6 a.m. to 4. It's a long one. So I'll hold you in my heart and work with the edges of my mat for us all, the benefit of all. Bye for now.